Hey, this is Russ Edgar, Avian Overlander. Welcome. Today I'd like to show you something I'm doing to fix a problem that we had when we went to Canada on our trip for 60 days. This is our garden shed. See, it's got a camera on top. It's a pretty nice little building. And inside this garden shed is a generator. This is the generator. It's a Clarke, C-L-A-R-K-E. It's made in France, and when it was made, it was a really high-end generator. It was a gasoline generator. I have taken the gas container off, and I have converted it to natural gas, as you can see. Right there is the natural gas coming in. I use a hose to bring the natural gas from a connection at the house. The problem I am wanting to fix or eliminate is the battery on this generator. When we were on the trip, we were about 60 days or maybe 120 days that I did not fool with the generator. It did not run it, did not exercise it, and the battery, which was old, died. So I have put a new battery in, but I want to make sure the next time I go on an extended trip, the battery will still be strong for the person who needs it, if they're staying here, if they have an outage, or if I need it when I come back. So what I'm going to do is, there's a brand new battery there, bought it in Amazon, works great. It's been in there about 3 or 4 days. I'm going to attach 2 solar panels to it and charge it with solar. Some of you know that we were livestock farmers in another life. We have a farm here, or a ranch actually, we call it. Have a lot of really fancy gates. This is one of them. I pulled the gate off of the post 2 days ago, brought it over here, took some PVC pipe that I had in pieces. This is all free stuff. Well, I paid for it at the beginning, but it's free stuff to me right now. And I made this. I'm going to, when they get here this afternoon, I'm going to attach 2 solar panels to this. As you can see, it is in full sun. And I believe it'll be in full sun every day. Now this is portable. I'm going to make it, then I'm going to move it as close, and I'll swing around so you can see the blue cat and the building right there. I'll move it as close to the building as I can to eliminate the wire run and the wire possible losses. I don't think there will be, but it could be. So this will be as close to the building and still be in as much sun as possible. This is some of the equipment I'm going to be using. I have a roll of 8-gauge wire that I've attached ends to, positive and a negative. Then I have over here some ends that are doubles. So it'll bring in 2 panels to 1 point. This is to be the positives. And it'll bring in 2 negatives into 1 point. Then I'll plug these into here, and we will have the beginnings of a circuit. Inside the house, I'm going to show you, I like these Apache boxes from Harbor Freight. They work for my purposes fantastic. I have put 2 bus bars in it and a piece of wood, keep everything secure. And I will simply attach the white wire to a bus wire bar, and we will have electric to this box. I have 3 solar controllers that I removed from the trailer when I put in the lithium. I think I'll use this 30 amp here, but I think I also could easily do the 10 amp because these 100 watt panels only put out about 5 or 5.5 amps, and in our climate and with the sun the way it is, it'll probably never see that. This is a really good, this Sun Saver is a really good solar controller. Waterproof, you can put it any place, it works great. These I'll have to put inside the, I'll put one of them, not two. One of them is 30 amp. I'll put it inside the greenhouse or the garden house, and that'll be where my connection to my batteries will be made. These are the panels that I'm putting up. They came 2 days ago. They came during a rain, so I didn't get them up. I got them up yesterday. I have not finished them, but I'm going to give you a walkthrough and you get to see everything, how I've installed it. It is operating flawlessly at this point. These are the actual panels soaking up the sun this morning. It's a bright, clear day. Rainy yesterday, really hard frost this morning, about 25 degrees, so it's a lovely day. They are pouring the amps into the little teeny battery that's inside. I'm going to walk around and show you what I've done. You know, if you saw the beginning of the video, it's simply mounted on a gate. I used 120-pound zip ties, nylon ones. They're flat, they're big, very, very sturdy to hold it onto the gate. I have not cut off the tails yet, but I will with my side cutters later this afternoon probably. It's attached to the bottom of the gate on both sides and in the middle, so it's not going to go anyplace. If you can see there very carefully, brought in the cable, or taking a cable out going to the house. There's a splitter there that goes from 2 to 1, and there's 2 of them actually, 2 to 1 positive and 2 to 1 negative. I made a mistake. These are not a mistake. I had these and I'd forgot I had them. I had bought them 3 or 4 years ago, and I found them, and I'd already bought the Apache box, so I'm going to probably return it because I no longer need it, because here was where I made the split. This is a portable, as you can see. I'm actually going to move it after we finish the movie. There's a marker over here. That's just not a piece of debris there. I threw that over there because I wanted to move them at least as that far, and that will be towards the east, southeast, because the shadow from the house catches them about 3 o'clock. Now you see a perfect sun this morning, but I'll move around. They're in beautiful shape, soaking up the sun, but they lose shadow to that building at 3 o'clock. So that would not make any difference actually, but just the way I am, I'm probably going to move it over a few feet to give us a little longer sun day. I've scrooched the generator around so that I could work and so you could see. If you look there carefully, there you see a cable coming in the floor where I drilled a 3/4 inch hole. It just about fits that cable perfectly. And then the cable comes up. You see those zip ties holding it against the bottom and along the stud that is part of the building. And it comes around and goes into the solar side. That's the solar side right here. Positive on top, negative on the bottom. Then it comes out of the controller on the battery side, and it goes down. You can see it coming around. It comes around and goes to the battery. You can see that I've got the positive on the positive side of the battery, negative on the negative side. And once I get, well, I'll go ahead and do it now. Put the battery onto its little shelf. So it's in a semi-permanent location there. It will not change. There's lots of slack in the two cables that I have. I'll swing up and you can see it there. There's your controller. So when the battery generator is running and vibrating, nothing will have stress on it. So what we have this morning is a generator battery being charged through that solar controller. It's way bigger than it needs to be. It's a 30 amp, but that's what I had. I know some people are going to say that's a sale and it's going to be leaving you one of these days. I would say that's not true, but I have taken some precautions. This is not our first rodeo on things like this. We used to have a set of 3 panels out in the yard here, and yes, we did lose one of them, but we learned something. In this case, I've driven a pin. This is a nylon pin here. It is about 5 foot long. It's driven through the post, or through the gate, into the ground below. So these cannot, or will not, I do not believe, lift, even with big wind. And I don't think there'll be big wind. I'll swing up and let you look at the wind path. That's west. That's the Avion over there. That's our garage building we call the dollhouse. This is our garden building. It's got the generator in it. So the path of wind coming over through here and through the flag is minimized greatly. Walk back out into the yard. You can see that their sun is shining directly on them. It's about 10 o'clock-ish in the morning, so we don't have a full midday sun yet, but it's working on it. See, there's Junior checking things out. If you would, please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Be safe out there, and I hope you're as lucky as Lynn and I are.